So having Gemini on your midhaven, your outreach into the external will have something to do with communication, and it will be some sort of testing of the left, the right brain, sharing data, and also just having some sort of career or standing in the world where it gives you the ability to intellectualize research. And it's more on a superficial, detailed way, but it could also penetrate deep with what you bring to the world, as far as if you do take the journalist route and share some sort of news or statistics, so to say. However, with Gemini ruling over your 10th house, I mean, the 10th house is career. It's what you do out in the world. It is a strong focus because it's your midhaven. So it's some bit of a legacy because it's moving into the 11th house. The 10th house, of course, is before. So, and the 11th house is legacy on a grand scale, global. And it's more of an outreach. But the 10th house is the starting point, is the grounding foundation to your legacy. So it's going to have something to do with being able to just exercise the mind in the information you do present, the data you do have to share, to work with, to relay from point A to point B. So, Gemini is a open circuit, closed circuit type of energy, and it's a transporter of information, communicating, and it wants to go over the details here. So this gives you the ability to really kind of be flexible with career that does involve communication and using one's mind power. So moving into the 11th house, it will be ruled by Cancer. So for you Virgo Ascendants, having, let's see, having Cancer rule your 11th house. This is where you can be quite the empath in a very nurturing way, using your desire to want to cultivate life here and shelter life and preserve life. So this humanitarian need to care about humanity on such a loving, caring kind of level, because with cardinal water Cancer ruling your 11th house and the moon's energy here making you very empathic and intuitive to the needs of humanity. This is why Virgo Ascendants, they have this pressure of really being the medicinal energy here to long-term, big picture, create this antidote for society, for mainstream society, for humanity on a larger scale, whether it have to do with communication or it have to do with, some sort of a selfless service or some sort of routine service. The point of the matter here is it gives that quality of perhaps just coming back to what are the needs that need to be focused on to help preserve humanity and help nurture and care for humanity and be that guide, that mothering guide to create some sort of protection or some sort of shell around humanity so that it can be nourished and it can thrive and it can strengthen humanity. And also you will have this empathic connection with the needs of humanity. That's why you feel this energy can feel very heavy in some sort because you have Cancer ruling your 11th house. So there's this connection with your hopes, your dreams, your desires here, and a legacy to whatever it is you do. Keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, because it is contributing to the collective in this Cancerian way of nurturing, of healing, of being some sort of paternal figure for humanity, guiding with emotional intuitivity and intelligence. So this is where the humanitarian concerns can be a soft spot for you. And then moving to the 12th house, this will be ruled by Leo. So, the 12th house is a karmic sign here. And with fixed fire Leo ruling over your 12th house as a Virgo Ascendant, this is where your inner authority comes from, and it makes sense because your descendant is Pisces, and it's almost as if you have the practical mind to help others kind of gain a grip with reality here, with Leo ruling over your 12th house. There's some sort of karmic connection with your ability as a Virgo Ascendant to help ground others. That's why you draw in the people that are almost very ethereal-like, or that have more of a connection with outer worldly places, or they're just people that aren't very grounded and don't have that practical approach and that constant structure to provide that medicinal support that can be practically applied in this 3D world. You help supply those that aren't or have a hard time with grounding in this 3D. So you're you're just a leader in that right, and it makes sense with Leo ruling your 12th house that, you know, your karma here would be to be that one confident and courageous enough to really support those that aren't grounded and that need some sort of help directing their energy and sustaining their need to be practical. So, I mean, also on another note, with Leo ruling your 12th house here, you could have this really strong desire to just really play around with the subconscious and try and, you know, gain some sort of power and authority within the realm of psychology here. I feel as if, you know, perhaps, you know, this Leo energy ruling over your 12th house, it gives you this drive to want to just rule over the inner workings of the mind and of the subconscious here, and to create this it's almost like creating some sort of structure of community that's the inner workings have some sort of the inner workings of the subconscious of mine have a distinct, each part of it has a distinct role to play, and it's as if you can almost kind of teach this to others so that they can be more not just grounded in the 3D, but be mindful and just mentally grounded of their own thoughts and their own subconscious karma and inner workings within their mind to work out and practically come to grips with in order for them to ultimately be more just capable and almost logical to sustain life within this practical world we live in. So I know that seemed a bit psychological there, but you know, Virgo Ascendant with Leo ruling your 12th, I feel as if, you know, that's your place to really rule over the subconscious and help others just kind of make sense of each part of their subconscious in order to kind of ground externally in the 3D by the inner workings of the mind. So, you know, all in all, Virgo Ascendant, you know, they do have a big part to play in this world, and it is of a medicinal quality, this energy, and it can be a bit heavy, but, you know, through their communication, their intellectual, organized thought process, and how their upbringing was made them strong enough psychically to go into the inner workings and, you know, help others ultimately, I feel, ground their energy and slowly but progressively help them to get on some sort of, schedule in order to organize. That way they can manifest what it is they are needing to manifest in the world, which is why Virgo is accommodating to really helping others manifest. A Virgo ascendant will help others manifest what it is they want, whether it be a job, career, a plan, a living style, situation, a lifestyle, health routine. Virgo ascendants will help others manifest because they're accommodating, and they will help you organize and kind of clean out the subconscious because, of this Leo energy ruling over the 12th house. Yes. So that is the Virgo Ascendant, Virgo Rising sign. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, take care and love.